Today, feeling pretty mellow. Sarah's got the right idea. This is how we will begin. We're going to be in a low to the ground today. I'm going to offer many opportunities to lift it on up. But for the most part, I think focusing on some core work and getting all those happy hormones and things digested in there and, boosting immunity while we're at it. Good stuff. And yeah, just grounding on the floor stuff. I'll do what I share with you, some of the things I do on lazy, rainy days when I don't feel like practicing, but I do anyways. Um, so, yeah, all your questions or comments are welcome at any point. Right now, when I have the headphones on, I can hear you. Otherwise, I won't be able to hear you. And so you can write in the chat if you want to ask anything or say anything, if our sound is off or anything like that that I should know. How you doing, E? Close? All right. Well, let's just first connect in with ourselves with a little breath practice. Hope you're all doing all right in this time, this challenging time in different ways for all of us, but freak out. I know myself, I'm going between totally fine and falling apart and totally fine. And so it is. We ride the waves and we are able to hold it all and to let it all move through us and just live with all of it, the fullness of life, the wonder, the wow, and the what the fuck. So, as you're ready, let's bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. You can do this sitting down or laying down as you like. And just feel into your body. And first, just really receive your own touch, the weight of your own hands on your body, the warmth of your body, and maybe like me, the chilliness of your hands. And begin to deepen and lengthen your breath. Breathe into your lower hand and draw that breath up bright and full into your upper hand, and let the upper hand pour out and down to the lower hand, pour out. Inhale, soft belly, expanding, lifting up through the chest with the breath. And as you exhale, let the chest descend, let the belly draw back in, and even extend that exhale and pull the navel back, engage into the core, empty out as completely as you can without forcing. Follow your inhale and fill up and lift up and expand, so you can get a sense of stretch from that inhale. And as you exhale, extend the breath, long, slow exhales, and empty as completely as you can. Soft jaw and tongue, let your inhale rush in. Fill up as completely as you can and exhale. Soft jaw, soft tongue, maybe taking some sighs or any releases with your mouth. Looking for that vibration to help calm the nervous system and sound, the extension of the breath with your sighs, with your song. As inspired, really let your breath be as bright as you can on the inhale, filling up. On the exhale, releasing tension, busyness, extending that exhale and contracting, engaging into your core, giving yourself a big inside hug with the breath in this way, another minute or so. Body, thank you, body. Good morning, body. Begin breathing into your body any word, mantra, or image of intention or inspiration. What lights you up inside today, or what would you choose to direct your energy to? Healing, strength, self-love, whatever it is, imagine in into that. Imagine that whole and realized, fully present. What would that feel like? What is the energy or heart quality of that? And imagine that energy being nourished by our practice and lighting up the whole body-mind, shining out through your body into the world. Deep, full breaths of that, your yes to life. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Thank you, brilliant immunity. Thank you, courageous heart. Thank you to the energy body, ability to digest all experience. And notice if there's tension in your jaw or your shoulders, you can begin to imagine breathing into those areas and just kind of wiggle around a little bit, welcoming more aliveness in the body. Maybe these deep, fuller breaths inspiring you to begin some slow movement. And if you're not, make your way down to lying on the floor. Step your feet to the earth so your knees are bent. And let's begin gently here. You could keep the hands on your belly and heart, or you could have the arms like robot arms next to you, elbows bent, fingers to the sky, or the arms could be on the floor like an A out to the side. Press into the outside of your fist and squeeze the shoulders on the back. At first, we're going to keep the upper back on the floor and just feel the breath into the pelvis. So here I'm going to choose to keep my hands on the body as we slowly get the spine warmed up. As you inhale, let the lower back arch and pour the bowl of the pelvis away. As you exhale, curl the tailbone up and pull the navel back, rooting the lower back into the earth. Inhale as you pour the pelvis away, tailbone points down, lower back arches. As you exhale, pull the navel back, low back to the ground, tailbone scoops up, and follow your breath. Inhaling, pouring open. Exhaling, scooping, curling in. Long, slow breaths in this way, just beginning to fluidize the lower back a little more. And feel the earth beneath you, holding you, supporting you. Deep, full breaths of your intention, breathing your yes, welcoming in I am. I am at ease. I am capable. I am a clear vessel for the movement of life, whatever you want to welcome. We're going to go a little bigger with this now, with the hands out to the sides, pressing down into the hands or the elbows. Again, you can do the robot arms thing, either way. And as you're ready, this time we're going to inhale as you scoop the tailbone up and lift the hips, lower back, middle back, upper back, lift your chest, squeeze the shoulders on the back, squeeze your booty, lift the hips. That's the top of your inhale. As you exhale, ripple the spine down, upper, middle, lower hips, pour the pelvis away. The bottom of your exhale as you inhale, lift tailbone, lift hips, lower back, middle back, upper back, chest, lift your heart, lift your chin away from the chest. Top of your inhale there as you exhale, ripple on down. You can slow this down if you like and have a full cycle of breath in each shape. Or inhale to lift up and puff the heart up, and exhale as you ripple back down to the earth. Follow your breath, fluid spine. Think about those 26 vertebrae that you have and the articulation of each one, getting the cerebrospinal fluid to pump through each one. Soft jaw, a couple more breaths like that. Next time that you come up, interlace the hands behind you. Squeeze your palms together, squeeze your booty, lift your hips, squeeze the shoulders on the back, lift your heart. Lift your chin slightly so you're pressing into the center back of the head above the ears. And inhale, use that breath to puff up the chest. Lift your front body to the sky. Keep the knees so they're hugging in a bit, like you had a block between the thighs. You could use a block between the thighs to get a little more core work here. Either way, using that hug in so the knees don't get wider than the hips, so we're lengthening the lower back. Big breaths in the nose and soft jaw, open throat. Simply breathful here, or with open jaw and open throat. Let's think about vibrating the heart like a jewelry cleaner, vibrating the jewel of your heart. Long ahs, wide jaw and throat. Here we go. Exhale and empty. Inhale your heart's yes. Last big inhale here, lift it up. As you exhale, release your hands and ripple on down back to the earth. And step your feet as wide as your mat. Reach the arms up overhead on the floor. Inhale both knees to one side as you stretch the arms up overhead. Get as much length as you can there between your knees and arms. Inhale, big breath into that side body. And follow your next exhale or so to pull your navel back, knees through center. Inhale, knees to the other side. Stretch it out. And exhale, slow and steady, navel back through center. Again, keep it really mellow and yummy this morning. Think kitten. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bring it on back. Follow your breath side to side. And notice if one side's a little tighter or you want to pause and breathe. Long, slow breaths. Inhale the stretch. Exhale the transition. You could keep that side to side going a little longer as you like, or with the feet as wide as the mat, knees bent, both knees to your right, and then cross that right ankle over your left thigh and use that leg, top leg, to draw the bottom thigh long and stretch up through the top arms. You could take hold of that left wrist or the bottom leg wrist and pull that arm up and stretch it out, even adding a little side bend there to get a little extra into that side body, your hip, your psoas. Deep full breaths in the nose. Soft jaw, soft tongue. Breath out your mouth. Please stay with that longer if you like, or last one.
that possibly going. We are changing batteries on Lucid's mic. Thank you for your patience.
There we go. Power. Yes. Back to the floor. Get down. Alright, here we go. Sorry about that. And inhaling, stretch. And then we got the ankle over the knee. Yep, that's where we are. Okay, so pulling in that bottom leg, you can stay with that or extend the bottom leg. Walk up over the top ankle and curl into that leg, drawing it towards you. Draw yourself towards it. Now it's pretty warm in this mellow practice, pretty early rather in this mellow practice, to go towards halasana or plow pose. But if it's there for you, go for it. Don't force it. We're gonna invite some play with that later. So just wherever is right for you right now, feeling into the hamstrings right there as well as your hips. Whatever you need more, be with that. Last few breaths. Take your time. Once you're done with that, keep the setup of the legs. Let's bring some core work into this. Inhale and interlace the hands behind your head. As you exhale, draw that bottom thigh or knee back, sacrum up, draw the navel back, shoulders up. Inhale and open to the earth, and exhale, curl in. Navel back. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. Try not to pull the head at all, pulling the neck. Just keep the neck relaxed, head heavy, and hold the weight of your head in your hands. Follow your breath to inhale, open, and exhale, curl. Let's go about 10 more. Take your time. Once you're done with that, keep the setup of the legs. We're going to take this into the rotated variation. So land to the bottom foot, and then let that top foot just come cross body to the floor. Same setup of the legs. And now we're laying the outer thigh on the floor, the bottom thigh on the floor, and the top foot is standing. Inhale and hold your head with the same arm as your top arm. Reach the other arm up, and as you exhale, curl up. Pull the navel back, reach that arm past the opposite leg, and try to get both scapula, shoulder blades, off the earth. Inhale and open, and exhale, curl and reach past the leg. Again, soft neck, heavy head. Let this work come from that exhale, pulling the navel back and moving with your breath. Again, about 10 more here. Of course, pause wherever you need to. We really want the breath to be leading the way. This practice is about those long, slow, deep breaths in your awareness and presence with the breath more than anything else. So, as always, stop where you need to get breathful. Breathe your yes. Welcoming in your I am. Imagine anything else just being squeezed out. Send it out through your fingers there, squeezing out what you don't want. Welcoming in what you do. About 3 more. Take your time. Once you're done, unwind the legs, feet as wide as the mat, knees bent, and inhale both knees to one side. Stretch it out and exhale, knees back through center. Follow your breath. Inhale and reach, and exhale and transition. Again, pause as needed on either side. Let your breath lead the movement. How's your jaw? How's your tongue? Is there any holding that you can let go of here? Just feel the earth. Feel that you're held. Feel your breath, that you're breathed. And when you're ready, both knees to the left or your second side. Cross that left ankle over your right thigh. Use that top leg to draw the bottom leg down. Stretch the arms up. And again, maybe you take hold of that wrist, the same wrist as your bottom leg, and lift up and over. Add a little side bend in there. Big breaths in the nose. Letting go. Breath out the mouth. Again, really try to use those vibrations, sighs, lion's breath, horse lips, laughs, cries, groans, moans, whatever you got. Let it move, let it move, let it move right through you. Inhale and stretch it out. Stay there as you like, or exhale and pick that bottom thigh up. Interlace the hands behind the bottom thigh and pull it back towards you as you ease the top thigh away with your elbow. Flex those top toes straight, strong ankle to protect the knee, and square that top ankle and knee as much as you can. And here you can kind of rock and roll that around or pull in as you press away. Soft jaw and breathe. Long, slow breaths here. To add to this, you could press the sacrum to the earth and try to get the lumbar curve, your natural low back curve, to come up a bit. That can bring a little more smile into your hips. And keep that ankle over knee. Stay with that shape as long as you like, or until you feel fairly even with the other side. I know it's a bit irregular here because I don't have another battery to change. So, as inspired, keep that setup of the legs, interlace the hands behind the head, elbows wide, shoulders on the back. Inhale as you rest on the earth, and exhale as you pull the navel strongly back, pull that bottom knee or thigh back, sacrum up, shoulders up. Inhale and open back to the earth, sacrum, shoulders down. Exhale, navel back, squeeze it back so your sacrum and shoulders really lift up as you pull that bottom thigh back as well. Inhale and open, and exhale and curl it in. Moving with your breath here at your own pace. We've got about 10 more breaths. And then keep that setup of the legs. Land your bottom foot to the floor. And then take that setup of the legs cross body so that top foot stands on the floor, the outer thigh lays on the floor. Inhale and stretch that bottom leg, arm up, other arm holds your head. Inhale. As you exhale, reach the opposite arm past that standing knee and curl the shoulder blades off the earth by strongly pulling the navel back, ribs towards hips. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze your breath out. So it's both core work and as much about getting that exhale as complete as you can, releasing metabolic waste, making more room for a deeper, fuller inhale, taking the body off of fight and flight and into a little more ease, growth, healing. About 7 more. As much as you can, breath in the nose, breath out the mouth. Last breath or 2 here. Take your time. I just realized I forgot something. Did I forget it? I don't remember. I think that the ankle over knee thing, the bottom leg up, I don't remember if I got to this part on this side, the stretching of the hamstrings, the maybe curling into it or moving it back towards halasana. So if I did skip that and you skip that too, sorry, and get it. And when you're done, Both feet back to the floor, feet wide as your mat, knees bent, and just flow that out, washing it out as we begin. Just nice and mellow here. And from here, let's pick the feet up, knees up. And if you did party yoga last night, we did this one. It may not be silly today, but this one's calling again. So, like happy baby, actually, let's just go ahead and take happy baby first and warm this baby up. So, knees bent, hold onto your ankles or over the tops of your feet, and pull the knees down. At the same time, push your heels to the sky and try to pull your sacrum down. Get the lumbar curve to come up. Soft jaws, you rock that baby. Massaging into the back body as you do. And stay rocking that baby just as you are for a little more mellow and hip opening variation here. Otherwise, as inspired, we're going to keep that shape with the legs, and we're going to bring the arms like we're a baby waiting to be picked up. Yeah, come get me, pick me up, please, somebody. And here, so the elbows are out to the sides a bit. We're rocking into the outer hip and into the upper arm, and just rocking side to side. Head can stay on the floor to keep this more mellow, or pick your head up, chin towards the chest to get that core engaged here. So that's what we're playing with, a little primal movement here in our yoga this morning. Oh, yoga, so much primal movement. And we're going to just work the core here, playing with that. Or as you're ready, we're going to roll on over to the side facing the camera first. And you'll take that back foot to stand in front of your top leg, and your bottom arm, you're on that forearm, and you can just kick it here for a moment, hanging out, being beautiful. And or when you're ready, you can push into the bottom forearm, bottom foot, top foot, and inhale, lift the hips and stretch that top arm out. And then as you exhale, bring it on back to the ground. Again, you have another moment to just chill, be beautiful. Vishnu on the couch, dreaming the world into being, or hug it back in and rock it side to side. Again, head up for more core work, and stay with that rock side to side. Or as inspired, roll on over, other side. The side that you come to, the opposite foot will be on top, and push into that foot, press into your forearm and both feet, and lift your hips, stretch that top arm long, breathe, inhale your side body bright. And when you're ready, exhale. Again, you can take that little pause. It's called Vishnu's couch here as we dream the world into being. Stay as you like. If you let the shoulders shrug up there, there's a nice side body opening. When you're done, exhale and come on back. Again, you can keep this super mellow. Head can come to the earth and just rock the baby here. Or head up, more core. And just whenever you're inspired, maybe roll it over to the side. Take that break here. Let the shoulders shrug up as you push that leg away. You'll get a nice stretch in the hip and the side body, and you could stay with that or push into the bottom forearm and both feet and lift your hip and stretch that top arm forward. Big inhale into that side body, and by forward I mean overhead. Exhale and lower back down. Again, if you like, take pause. So that's the mellow variation. Stay with that as you like. Or rocking side to side. Every exhale, foot down, push in. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, come back down, roll through. Other side, push into your foot and stretch up. So you can keep this as super mellow as you like, or get a little more cardio, a little more fast paced in there, moving with your breath. Just rolling around on the floor with some little bursts up off the floor. And let your breath lead your movement. Full body breath, full body movement. Either just rocking or flowing this side to side opening. And we'll go a couple more, 2 or 3 more to either side, whatever you need to even out there. And then we're going to play from that shape. Last couple breaths to even out on the sides as you like. And then roll back to your first side, or again the side facing the camera. Take your time getting there. As you're ready, this time we're going to come up onto that bottom hand. Have the bottom hand a little forward of your shoulder, and at first really let your shoulder shrug up to your ear here and sink into that hip and side body. Let the side body stretch out there and use the top elbow to push that leg away and breathe into that nice opening of side body here. Breathe your yes, your intention, getting the body bright. Please stay mellow with that as you like. You can kind of roll it towards the earth and get those intercostal muscles and a little bit of lats and all kinds of stuff stretching out there as you roll in and as you roll back. Stay mellow down there or come back to it as needed. Otherwise, we're going to fire this up a little bit. You want that standing foot, your top foot, somewhere around the height of your hips, a little lower or as needed. Again, bottom hand is a little forward of the shoulder, so as we come up, you're going to push into that top leg, push into your bottom foot, scoop that bottom shoulder down the back. Press into the top leg now and exhale as you rotate towards the earth. Again, let your hip drop down. Squeeze the breath out there. As you inhale, push into your feet, lift the hips, and stretch it out. So really same thing, but a little bigger here. So exhale, push into that top leg, roll in, squeeze navel back, a little twist. Inhale, press into feet, lift up, reach that top arm forward. Follow your breath, exhale, and swoop it down. Inhale, press in, rise it up. Let your breath lead. Let's go about 3 more. Take your time. Once you're done, bring it on back to Vishnu's couch. Deep full breaths here. Please stay there as you like. Or when you're ready, I'm going to flip my focus for the camera and you'll come back to the earth. And if you want to hear, you can mellow out for a minute in our real theme today of just rolling around on the floor. Come on back to that as you like. Little core work. Little massage into your low back. When you're ready, we're going to roll it on over, second side, adjust as you need to. And let's bring your bottom hand to the floor. Again, a little forward of the shoulder. Let that shoulder shrug up and let the ribs and side body really drop down there. So you get a nice long stretch. And spice up that stretch by using your top elbow or forearm to push that leg wide. Deep full breaths here. Please stay there as inspired. Again, you could rotate face chest to the ground, getting the front side body a little more. Press in, rotate it towards the sky or looking behind you and getting the back side of those muscles a little more. And play with that, or as inspired, push into the top leg with that hand, press into the feet, press into that thigh and pull the navel back, curl in. Exhale all the breath out there. As inspired, push into the earth, lift the top hip up and stretch that top arm forward. That's your big inhale there. As you exhale, come on down, top hand to that thigh, push in, squeeze the navel back, spiral in as you look down. Follow your inhale, press into the earth, rise up and stretch out that hip and side body. Exhale, press and spiral. Move with your breath, long, slow, deep, full breaths. Mellow that out and come back to the earth at any time. Otherwise, let's go 3 more. Last breath cycle. Of course, stay with it as long as you like. Take your time coming out. This time we're going to come out onto hands and knees. Push your hips back to your heels. Walk the hands a little forward of the shoulders. And inhale, stretch your hips back to the heels. And then pull the knees way out to one side, chest forward of the hands. Hips way out to the other side and back to your heels. Drawing big, big circles with your hips around your mat. Move with your breath, inhaling open circle. Exhale, close the circle. And one more in this direction for 3 or 4 in each direction. As you're inspired, open up second side or second direction. Last breath or so here. And then take your time. Keep your toes curled under and reach your hips back to your heels. Sorry, I'm switching again. Hips back to the heels. Toe pads under, toe pads on the floor. Hands out in front of you. And inhale and stretch hips back to the heels. Hands forward like an extended child's pose, but with toes under. Inhale there, and as you exhale, lift from the navel and roll up, rounding the back, and then drop. Lowest vertebrae, middle vertebrae, upper vertebrae open through the cervical vertebrae, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale as you pull your navel back, rounding in, hips back to your heels. Inhale your back body here as you press hips back and reach through the hands. As you exhale, lift the navel and round through the spine and open on up, shoulders down the back into an extended sort of cow. Again, use the exhale to pull the navel back and round, lower back, hips to heels, pull the breath out. Follow your inhale and lift and ripple on through, shoulders down the back, open it up. At your own pace, of course, pause wherever you need to, get breathful. Otherwise, an extended cow and cat, rippling through. Let your breath move your body. Long, slow breaths. Nourishing your whole body in your breath. Full body breath. Full body awareness. Feel your feet. Sense into what's happening in your face, your shoulders, your spine. Last one like that. And then we're going to stay in this extended variation here for a moment. Actually, not totally. So a little variation of a cat, another thing cats do. We're going to bring the bottom hand, or let's bring the right hand forward and pull your hips back from there. Pull your hips way, way back and give them a little swing. Just like a cat. Lift your tail up high, little swing side to side. Reach through those fingers, claw the earth with those forward fingers and drag back and swing the hips and melt your heart towards the earth. Inhale and stretch that out, and exhale, roll it on up. Bring that hand back under your shoulder and extend the other hand way forward in front of you and pull your hips back. Claw those left fingers and drag the earth back. Plug that shoulder in, pull the hips back and get a little swing in your tail there. Melt the heart down. Breathing into the muscles around your shoulder, rotator cuff, whatever you're feeling there. Breathing into that. Last breath or two this way. And then drag it on back as you exhale. Come up and inhale. Classical cow and cat here. Follow your breath. Pull hands towards knees, knees towards hands. Inhale, shoulders down the back, open. And exhale, round cat. And the next time that you round into cat, we'll get a little opening for the shoulders and neck, a little more in the hips as well. So exhale and push into the earth, round into cat. Inhale into the space between your vertebrae. And as you exhale, squeeze right ear, hip, and shoulder together, and then open up into cow. Squeeze left ear, hip, shoulder together, lift the navel, and round through into cat. So big circles here. Wow. Through your cow, cat. At the bottom, switch directions. Inhaling open. Exhale, curl it in. Pull that navel back. Last breath or two in this way. And then come on back to center. Steady in center. Inhale. And let's extend the right leg back behind you at hip height. Watch out for lifting that leg too high, or even just for when you lift the leg, notice if the lower back collapses. And push through that heel, reach through the crown of your head, engage in the core. Try to see or feel that you've got ears, shoulders, ribs, hips, back, heel in alignment as much as you can. You could be on the palms or on your fingertips. Either way, claw the fingertips, pull the shoulders down the back. Stay here, holding steady, or reach that left or opposite arm out into sunbird. Breath hold here. I'm going to switch orientation. Stay as you are. Last breath or two. Then we're going to open that out to the side. Hold 3. Hold 2. Hold 1. Lower that foot. Come on down. Stand up onto your knees. Push your hips down or onto your one standing knee. Other legs out to the side. You can root into the outside of that foot or draw the toes back. Press the hips down, lengthen up out of the waist. As inspired, slide on down that extended leg. Reach that opposite arm up and over. Push into the bottom leg and roll face chest to the sky. Stay here, play with your breath. Inhale, open arm vinyasa. Exhale and swoop. Play with your breath. Clearing the path to the garden of your heart here. Parigrasana, gate pose. Each inhale sweeping, opening. One more breath cycle here. And follow your next exhale to reach that top arm. Again, a little forward of the shoulder so that you can scoop that shoulder blade down and then pull the top foot up into the core. Squeeze the shoulders on the back, hug in here to shine out. You're very light on those bottom fingers because you're hugged into core so much. Stay with that or bend the top knee. Reach back to your ankle or foot and kick back. Squeeze your shoulders on the back, lift your heart. And deep full breaths here. And once you're done, come on back. Stretch that top arm out. Stretch that top leg out. Inhale. And as you exhale, curl back in. Knee to the nose. Curl in and squeeze. And inhale, push that foot to the sky. And exhale, curl in and squeeze. And inhale and push that foot up to the sky. Booty. And exhale, curl and squeeze. And inhale, one more. Press that foot up, engaging in the glutes. And as you exhale, curl in. Knee to the nose. And shift forward. Cross that foot over the other knee or thigh. And press the hips back to sit on or between your heels. This may be sitting upright. It may be lifted up. You can support your seat as needed or press back. Bow in. Breathe between your shoulders. Relax the head if you can. So maybe stack up elbows and fists here or block to bow in. Maybe sitting upright is best for you. A few more breaths here into wherever sensation is arising for you. One more breath cycle. Take your time. As you're ready, back to all fours. Last bit on the knees for now. Pad as you need to. And hands and knees pull strongly towards one another, engaging into the core. Really try to knit the ribs and the hips together so the low back doesn't drop out. Keep that connection there. And as inspired, left leg back or your second side back. As much as you can, keep the hips level side to side and don't let that low back drop down. Lift the navel and feel that your low ribs and hips are still connected. Press out through the back heel and the crown of the head. Stay with that or extend that right arm out or opposite arm as your back lifted leg. And plug in, pull that shoulder in and lengthen out. Reach through the heel, reach through the crown of the head, reach through your fingers. Deep full breaths here. Again, I'm going to switch orientation. Don't mind me. Keep breathing. And as inspired, next breath or so, open that out to the side. And hold 3. Hold 2. Hold 1. Lower that outer leg down and come to stand on your other knee. Press your hips down, lift and lengthen up out of the waist. Root into the outside of the foot or again into that heel, drawing toes back. A little more lateral line or a little more hamstrings, whatever's right for you. Lengthen up out of the waist and then slide on over into that side leg and reach the top arm up and over. Push into that bottom leg and roll, face chest to the sky. Inhale, reach up and out of the standing knee. Big right side body breath. And stay with that or follow your breath. Inhale, open. Exhale and sweep, soft jaw, soft tongue, big full breaths. Welcoming more fullness, more capacity into the lungs. And emptying out, clearing any obstructions to the garden of your heart here. Follow your breath. Last time around, fully, and this next time around, we're going to bring that top hand forward of the shoulder. Pull that extended leg up into the core, scoop the shoulders down the back. Push through the heel and the crown of the head, lengthen out, maybe top arm to the sky, in a little half moon or a quarter moon here, breath, full body. Stay with that or bend the top knee, reach back for your ankle or foot. Kick back and squeeze the shoulders on the back, lift your heart. Deep full breaths here. And slow and steady, next inhale or so, unwind that, use that core strength to hug in there. Inhale as you pause and then stretch, arm and leg long, and swoop in. Pull that knee to your nose as you come back to hands under the shoulders, squeeze. Inhale and push that foot up to the sky as you slide shoulders down the back. And exhale and curl in, knee to the nose, squeeze. Follow your breath, press that foot up, booty. Exhale, strong core, squeeze. Let your breath lead, a couple more. And the next time that you curl in, or when you're ready, knee to the nose, shift forward, and cross that foot over your other thigh. Press the hips back to sit on or between your heels or onto a block or a pillow, whatever you got. Again, this might be more upright for you, or breathe in the lower back, out through the heart, and bow in. At any point, you can stack up a block, elbows, fists, whatever you got. Rest your head so the neck muscles relax. Notice your shoulders. Let the shoulders relax as much as you can. Soft jaw, soft tongue, soft shoulders. Melt, bow into yourself. Thank you, body. Thank you for this breath. Breathe your intention. Feeling the deliciousness of being able to breathe deep and full, or as much as you can right now. slow and steady, unwind, and let's come forward a long way on your mat. Step back and come to your belly. We're going to come to Sphinx pose, elbows underneath your shoulders and hands directly forward of the elbows, legs straight out behind you and toes point. Actually, we're going to have toes under, toe pads under for this one, so we're going to move it. Pull elbows and shoulders back, push into your sacrum, lift the navel and reach the heart forward. Stay here as long as you like, or inhale here, and as you exhale, strong core once again. Lift from the core up into forearm plank and follow your breath, inhaling, lowering down, open into Sphinx and stay there as long as you like. And then exhale, navel back, come on up, forearm plank. We are going to hold forearm plank soon, or I will suggest that. But for now, just pulsing in and out and getting that stretch in Sphinx as much as you're able to. Long, slow breaths. As inspired, stay in Sphinx, come in and out as needed as you were, or holding forearm plank. As much as you can in the forearm plank, ears, shoulders, ribs, hips in alignment. Heart softens down between the shoulder blades, navel lifts, strong core, and steady the breath as much as you can. And I'm going to read to you Sutra number 108 from the Radiant Sutras or the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. The next time the thought arises, I want this, or I think that, grab a hold of this I, perceive it by itself. Wonder, who is this I? I am animal. I am human. I am a loving heart. I am a questing mind. I am a particle of infinity. I am witness to creation. I am consciousness itself. 4 lines more. In meditation, embrace all these dimensions. Reach into the source, the shimmering world of dancing energies in ever-changing relatedness. And lower your hips down and pull back, shoulders on the back, push into your sacrum, open up, bright heart. Inhale there as you exhale, lengthen forward and down, and come up onto your hands, hands under shoulders, stay low at first, point the toes straight back, make a nice snake's tail, hug the legs, push down, press into your pubic bone, with the hands under the shoulders, roll right shoulder, and then left shoulder. Little sway of your spine side to side from a strong anchoring of your sacrum and pubis. Let the breath lead. Sway that side to side, and as inspired, let it bring you up tall. Let the breath lead the movement up high, and then back down low. Fluid shoulders, fluid spine, breathful body. Few more breaths. Soft jaw, and then find your way into Cobra. Hands under the shoulders, pull the elbows and shoulders back, push into your snake's tail and lift your heart. Long back of the neck, chin down, breathe the puffing up of your heart. More importantly, your shoulders are on the back and descended than how high up you come. Long full breaths here. Stay up here, inhale. And as you exhale, drag yourself forward along the spine. Interlace the hands on your sacrum and push the pubic bone down and back. Squeeze the shoulders on the back and pull the hands back. Lift up. Long back of the neck again. Work the shoulders down and back, long spine. Push into the legs and your pelvis, sacrum roots. Breathe, shoulders open. Stay with that, or you could squeeze the legs and lift the legs up. I have to pee, so I'm not gonna. And breathe here. ready, release that. Come down, give your shoulders a little roll out, and press back into child's pose. Take pause in child's pose. Full body breaths. Breathe your back body. Simply breathful here, or Brahmari, bee's breath. A couple more long breaths. Inhale and unwind onto all fours. So we're going to take a plank here, full body plank. If you would like to, the knees can stay down. You can pick one leg and one arm up again, or come back to the forearm plank. Again, I'm going to do a little reading here. It's number 107 from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. And maybe I'll read it in Sanskrit first, so we have a longer hold because it's shorter than the other one. You can do this. Plank, hands under shoulders. Stretch back through the legs, lift the knees, lower them as you need to. Pull hands and feet towards one another. Bhaya sarvang vavayati sarvado vyapako kile. Iti Bhairava Sha Dayasa Santata Jokaranach Chiva. We all tremble. We all know fear. Turn to the one life pervading the universe, whose name dispels fear. Find that name resonating in your heart. Luminosity permeates the universe, and the secret sound that hums everything into existence resounds everywhere. Listen to the inner sound continually. Become lovers with the secret one. Inhale here as you exhale slow and steady to the earth. And extend that right arm out. And let's just roll around on the floor here over to your right side. Step the left foot behind your right knee and roll open. Open the front of the chest, open that shoulder. Top fingers can press into the floor and work the shoulders on the back, or they can reach back for that top ankle or foot and kick back towards the bottom hand. Squeeze the shoulders, lift the chest, puff up with your breath. Deep full breaths. Soft neck, soft jaw, your head is heavy, neck is relaxed. Breathe into that opening there. Staying on the same side and just switching so I don't have my back to you. And how's the jaw? Where else can the breath go here? Last couple of breaths on this side. When you're ready to come back, if you've got hold of that top ankle or knee, you might just slowly keep a hold of it and slowly drag the knees back together. So you're tractioning out between the shoulder and the neck there. And breathe that. When you're ready, release it. Come on back to the belly and press into that bottom hand and roll that shoulder around. Nice and fluid. And as you're ready, second side. Stand the left arm out, step the left foot behind the right leg, roll on open, lift your heart, and breathe. Again, top fingers help you to keep that top shoulder on the back, whether they're pushing in front of you, rooting behind you, or reaching back for that top ankle or foot and kicking back towards the bottom hand. And deep full breaths as you inhale, lift the heart. Soft neck, soft jaw, letting go breaths. Can the breath be any yummier here? Deeper, fuller? Oh, where else can that breath go? Take your time, last few breaths here. If you're getting tingles in that shoulder, lack of circulation, please come out sooner as inspired. Otherwise, when you're ready to come out, if you've got hold of that top ankle or knee, slowly draw it back, pull it down, knees towards each other so that you're tractioning between that top ear and shoulder. Soft jaw, breathe your neck. Take your time. When you're ready, release that. Come on back to the belly. And again, push into that top hand and roll, or bottom hand, roll your shoulder around, nice and fluid. And then open up, cobra, and press back, downward, or child's pose. Yeah, child's pose. I don't know if we're gonna get to down dog today. We're keeping it low, mostly. I got a little wave for you. We want to go big with a little more activity and fire soon. Otherwise, there will be a mellow option for now. Press back, breathe your connection to earth, and feel the breath of sky in your back body. Simply breathful here, or again, Brahmari. Ease breath like the end of the Om and G. One more cycle breath here. And then turn your toes under and walk on back. Press in, and if you've got knee issues, you might not want to transition this way. We're going to move towards Asana or yogic squat. So step the feet as wide as you need to for the heels to be on the earth and sink the seat down. And if this is feeling a little tight for you right now, or just because it feels good, you might pulse that. Bend into the knees, sink towards your Malasana, fingers forward, and then press into the legs, straighten the legs, let the neck relax. And you can pulse in and out of that, warming up into your hips, releasing hamstrings and lower back. Or at any point, just find your Malasana or yogic squat. Press the knees wide, lift your back, lift the heart, and soft jaw here as you breathe into wherever sensation is arising. Alright, here's the game. You can stay here and play with Malasana, or stretch the arms forward, hips back, and boom, onto your seat, and then roll back. Maybe that's just about there. Maybe you build up a little momentum. You can rock and roll on the spot. Maybe you roll back into Halasana. Alright, so maybe watch me first. You really don't want to turn the head to the side in plow pose or Halasana. Don't do it. So we're gonna rock and roll in the back. You can rock and roll there and move into Halasana or plow pose. You can stay there as long as you like, or maybe rocking from Halasana back to Malasana or squat, and stay there, or you can fly it up, Tadasana. Inhale, Tadasana. Here's the speedy flow version if you want to get big for a little bit here. Inhale, Tada, standing wave it's called, and exhale, Mala, and then rolling back, Hala. So pause anywhere you like, or Hala, Mala, Tada, Tada, Mala, Hala. Hala. Here we go. Mala, Tada, Mala, Hala. Follow your breath. Halasana, malasana, tadasana, tada. And as you like, pause in any of the poses or flow at your own pace through these poses, getting a little excitement going before we wind our practice down. We're headed towards that after this bit. Got stuck. Moving with your breath. Let your breath lead. Let's go about 9 more breaths, pausing or flowing on the breath. I do get stuck every time I'm not floating on the breath and start talking at the wrong time. Last 2 or 3 breaths. We'll meet in malasana or yogic squat. Alright, so now I want to give you the option to rest in halasana or plow pose with the legs over the head. So this can look a few different ways. If you know it and you want to go into it, go there. If it's not for you today, maybe you're taking a seated forward fold. You're going to get a lot of the same benefits from a seated forward fold without the pressure on the neck. So there should be no vertebrae on the ground for this. So we move the legs overhead. You could hold the back. You could squeeze the palms together, squeeze the shoulders on the back, and lift your chin. So done right, there's actually a strong cervical curve in this pose. The center back of the head is rooted above the ears. Shoulders squeeze onto the back strongly, and there are no vertebrae on the earth. Chin is lifted, perpendicular to the earth. And simply here, breathful. Or at any point, you could come into Karnapidasana, knees to the temples, forehead or ears, and arms can wrap around the back of the leg. Now here the vertebrae do come to the earth, so maybe that is not right for you. Feel into what's right for you. And again, either forward fold, Paschimottanasana, forward fold like so. So you're still getting that whole back body line, back and spine. And anywhere here, you can sit up straight. You can hug into a whole bunch of pillows or whatever you got and rest, or stack up ankle, stack up elbows, hands, fists. Wherever you're at, breathe into the sensational places. I'm going to attempt to read in Halasana a little story of Haladara. Alright, the story of Haladara. Krishna's older brother Balarama was also known as Haladara because he carried Dara, a plow, Hala. Despite their quarrels and differences, Haladara helped Krishna to overcome many demons in the forest of Vrindavan while they were growing up, and the two maintained a great relationship throughout their lives. One lovely afternoon, Haladara decided that he wanted to bathe in the great Yamuna River. Intoxicated by his favorite honey drink, he ordered the river to come close. Used to getting his way, Haladara was surprised when the Yamuna River would not make its way over to him so that he could enjoy his bath. Rather than just walking over to the river, he took his great plow and dredged the river until it ran toward him. Please stay in plow or Karnavidasana as is right for you, or slowly roll out and we'll find Matsyasana or fish pose, a reversal to that pose. So to get into that, you may want to come back up to sit or just have enough room for your legs to extend out. It can be nicely supported with the hands under the hips and squeeze the elbows and shoulders in. Push into the elbows, squeeze the shoulders on the back, and puff your heart up. And the crown of the head comes ever so lightly on the earth. There's really no weight on the crown. It's just a little support there so the neck can relax more. It's going to be hard to read in that pose. No, it's not. I can do it because you don't actually need the arms. Okay, and I'll finish my plow story here. According to yoga philosophy, all of our actions and thoughts leave traces in our consciousness or samskaras. Our actions in this world can either remove impressions from the landscape of our consciousness or carve new ones. Just as Haladhara dragged the Yamuna to him with his plow, the yogi seeks to draw the mind back from its negative wanderings in order to absorb the positive. There is a sutra in the 4th chapter of the Yoga Sutra that talks about this kind of plowing of the mind. Stay as you like, or at any point come down to lie on your back. You might hug your knees into your chest. Nimitam aprayojakam praketinang varanya vedash tu tata kashetrivakavat. Essentially, this sutra says, just as a farmer plows his field to introduce water to the field for irrigation, if we remove the obstacles in our path toward yoga, we can lead our mind toward it, yoga union. In this way, the plow of our minds leads us to liberation based on the quality of our thoughts. The plow pose provides an excellent opportunity to plow the field of our mind with positive thinking. Breathe your intention. Breathe your yes. Yes, yes. Direct your mind and the energy of your practice to what you would choose to cultivate or celebrate. And stay there hugging the knees in and just rock and roll into your back. Or, last little bit of core here, knees bent, knees straight up from the hips, heels straight out from the knees. Back of the arms on the floor, elbows straight out from the shoulders, and hands straight up from the elbows. Inhale here, squeeze the legs together. Again, you could use a block to keep that squeeze, or just really feel how when you're squeezing there, you get even more core strength just from the legs squeezing. Inhale at center, and as you exhale, lower the knees towards one side without letting that other shoulder pop up. So this is shoulder and core work here. Inhale in center and exhale to the side. Let your breath lead the movement, side to side, moving with breath, long, slow breaths. Breathing your yes. Churning the center, bringing out anything you wouldn't choose to have there, and breathing in that which you would choose to be holding in the body-mind at this time. Use that exhale strong as you pull the navel back out to the sides. Notice that this is going to get easier if you drop the heels towards the seat or if you pull the knees in towards the chest. That's okay. Make it easier if you need, or try to keep that 90-degree angle. If this is very easy for you and you want to fire it up, the last bunch of breaths here, maybe 6 or 7 breaths left, then squeeze the legs and extend the top leg as you move to one side. You could hold and pause there if that too is easy. Both legs extend out to the side, and again you'll inhale back to center and exhale to the other side. Both knees bent, or just the top leg extending, or both legs extending. You can keep the shoulders rooted. Exhale, navel back. Inhale, center. Other side. Last breath or 2 to each side. Whatever you need to get even on both sides. Squeeze it out, wringing out, detoxing, strengthening, strong exhales. Keep that going. If you like, you could add more here, or once you're done and you've had quite enough of that, take both knees all the way over to one side and bring that hand onto the top thigh. Extend the other arm up, push down into the head of your femur, moving the hip away from the ribs, and stretch that top arm. Lengthen the side body as much as you can, and then flow that arm open and lift and turn your head as far as you can onto that ear to look towards the open arm. Inhale, keep the knees as connected as you can here. And the exhale, squeeze the breath out. Extend that exhale vibration. Very helpful here to release, again, more tension or metabolic waste. Extend and exhale, squeeze. Inhale, let yourself fill up to delicious life force energy all through you. Exhale, emptying, emptying, emptying. Yes. And please stay on that side as long as you need to feel complete. Otherwise, when you're ready, hug back into center again. If you want to rock that a little side to side, reinvigorating the core, churning any stuckness in there. Let's have no stuckness in this body. May all things be clear and flowing bright with vitality and immunity. Breathful body, body of yes, body of service, body of delight. And stay with that core, or slow and steady all the way to your second side. That hand holds the thighs. Lift and turn the head to rotate as far as you can onto the other ear, and look towards your upturned hand so the shoulder blade rolls down. Again, keep the knees as connected as you can, and press that thigh bone down and lengthen your side body. Oh yeah, I gave you the long side body length last time, so you might push hip down and reach arm up. Get that side body length and then open. So you're sure you've got it. It's all good. And breathe. Every breath washing, wringing out. Maybe sighing out or singing out. Simply breathful there. Again, stay with that as long as you like until you feel fairly even at the other side. Or whenever you're ready, come on back to center, hug in. And again, a little rock and roll around on the floor here, massaging into the lower back. Stay with that, or happy baby. Hands to the ankles or over the tops of the feet. Pull the knees down one at a time. Again, massaging into the low back. And stay with your happy baby. Rock that as you like. You can play with extending the legs out. It's your happy baby. Play with it as you like. Try to tap into that steady, joyful place that's inside of you, that's always inside of you, beneath whatever else is going on in the body-mind. Anahata, the unbreakable, the heart center of our being. The point of pure awareness, spirit of our infinite self, of life, lifing itself through this gift of embodiment. Stay and rock that baby as you like, or find a final resting shape. Maybe here you bring feet together, knees wide, and let your feet get heavy, and let the knees get heavy as you hold your ankles. So feet together, knees wide, holding the ankles, and then let the knees and feet get heavy, heavy, heavy. Slowly dropping away, stretching out. And then rest the feet on the earth. You could bring the hands to rest underneath your femurs or head of the thigh bones there. So you're supporting the legs. You want the legs to be able to get heavy and rest onto something. You could also grab some pillows, bolsters, blankets, blocks, whatever you got, and put them under your legs to support the legs. Really want to support them. Don't let them hang out. That'll just tense your iliopsoas. Not enough tension in there with all the emotional stuff going on. And breathe into this open place. If you are able to support your legs with pillows or something, or if they're just resting on the earth on their own, then you could reach the arms up or rest the hands again on your belly and heart. Find any comfortable final resting pose where you can again simply feel the earth beneath you, the sky, the infinite, the divine, the great mystery breathing you. Self-jaw receiving, letting go. Waves of breath, waves of life flowing to you, through you, as you notice the space between and beyond your breaths. Allow your awareness to sink into this space and rest in vast, spacious awareness. Rest. When you gaze in wonder at the stars, become enthralled with the vast spaciousness between them. Space is an incomprehensible being, an invisible, vast presence, independent, independently wealthy, without beginning or end, and giving, ceaselessly giving. Space bestows an unbounded theater for suns, planets, constellations to dance their graceful orbits. Space offers you an infinite arena to play, explore, and experience. Receive this gift of freedom. Sense the earth holding you, supporting you. The beauty, the bounty, the abundance of this great earth, all of her energy to heal, to nourish, to renew. This energy, yours too, this, your truth. Remember your body, powerful, healing channel for life. Notice the breath of sky, the infinite, the divine, the great mystery breathing this body, kissing and blessing it with pranashakti, with life force. Draw that breath in with your yes to life. Invite the breath to deepen and lengthen, and repeat your mantra. Repeat your yes. Make that breath so deep and full, remembering yourself vast, infinite, undefinable, welcome in the great mystery of life as your own, the mystery of you, vast, expansive, infinite, undefinable. And let earth and sky meet in your heart, feeling the delight of infinite, having this opportunity to be embodied, the delight of embodiment, getting this breath of the infinite. And get that breath as bright and full as you can. Breathe your heart's yes. Repeat your intention and begin to wiggle and sparkle that out through your body, mind, through your fingers and toes. Imagine it rippling out into the world, your yes for life rippling out, blessing the world around you and beyond. And as inspired, begin to move and stretch and feel the fullness of this blessing of embodiment once again. If the knees are wide, you might use your hands to draw the legs together so those groin muscles stay relaxed. And then roll on over to one side. Take pause on your side. Let the bottom arm be your pillow and the top arm hug your knees in. Take pause on the side. Give yourself a big hug. Receive your hug. The same benefits that we get from any hug, we can give to ourselves in a hug. Receiving this hug. Breathe this hug. Thank you. Thank you, body. And thank yourself for showing up today, for all layers of being. With courage, with kindness, with compassion. And at any point, with a great full breath, gently press into the earth, extend that top leg out and drape up. Keep your neck soft, eyes closed, come back to any easy seat and pause in your comfortable seat. And notice the energy in your body, aliveness, spaciousness, what's present there, what's moved or changed. And notice what you did today that felt good for you, that was nourishing. What can you bring into your day at any time to shift your physiology? Hey. Please stay in meditation as you like. You can keep yourself on mute or take yourself off mute as you like. If you want to give a shout out, do a last few ohms together and or see and hear one another for a moment as we're here in practice community. Whatever feels right for you, see or be seen or don't. Hi, Leslie. What's your mantra, babe?
I am infinite compassion.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, it is right. You are infinite compassion. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for speaking. Thank you for practicing. And may we all remember that aspect of ourselves, that infinite, compassionate part of ourselves. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you all. Feeling your own heartbeat, whether you touch your heart or just sense it. Sense into the magic of this heartbeat, the spark of divine of life beating your heart, breathing your body. What a gift. May we hold ourselves gently, kindly, and compassionately today. Exhale and pour your breath out and inhale your heart's yes. If you choose, please join me in 3 great ohms, all to drop the jaw and the at the end to vibrate in the head. Exhale, empty. Inhale, breathe, and repeat your yes. Oh. Sensing that vibration, you are the same vibration you all are, all of us are, all around the world. Vibrating, pulsing in and out of form, in and out of ease and challenge, in and out of joy and pain. And our beautiful, powerful ability to hold it all at once, to let it all come and move through us as things are intended to. Life, movement. Movement is life. Thank you. Namaste, beautiful people. Thank you for practicing. I honor and celebrate the light in you. Thank you for being here. I just want to share the books from the readings in case you want to know. This is The Myths of the Asanas. It has different stories for a bunch of different poses and readings, sutras, etc. It's kind of cool. And the Radiant Sutras, such a yummy, yummy Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Such a yummy book. So many good readings in here. Your feedback is welcome. Your requests and your comments are welcome. And there's lots of other videos on the Face Cracks and the YouTube for free and or by donation. If you can afford to give back, please do. It's not required. Our donation depositories are in the comments, or will be. They're in the comments of most of our videos. So that's all. There's that. And I love you so much, and I'm happy to see your beautiful faces, and I'm missing seeing them in person and hugging you, and big energetics hugs to you now. I hope that you find lots of, thank you. I hope you find lots of space to find curiosity and creativity and joy today. Those little moments, savor them. Breathe into them, let them expand, let them fill in the cracks where the cracking happens. May you be soothed by breath, by sound, by practice, by inspiration. Anybody want to share anything? Ask anything? I'll stay in my little listening place here if you want to for a few minutes. All right. Well, I hope that your day is lovely. And I hope to see you soon. And reach out anytime for anything, please. And big, big love to our nurses, our doctors, all the people on the front lines, including the people in the grocery store and our postal service and all those things that keep the bare minimum of normalcy or our safety running. Thank you. Thank you for your work, your courage. Yeah. Taking the headphones off. If you shout loud, I can still hear.
Okay. Turn it off. How to turn